Hi, this is Lori Midson. I'm a food hack, a.k.a. food writer. I was just told that I should put my line. And you're listening to The Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, hello, and welcome back to The Modern Eater Show. Greg Hollenbach.
Are you taking it down before you go up
this
there?
Is delicious.
I like it. Let me not forget Jay Parker and Little
Coffee
Rich
time.
back there.
No,
I'll give Dave a plug. Sorry, I cut you off.
When I drink coffee, it's just me and my coffee. Just me and my coffee.
That's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling.
It's not you and Juan Valdez.
No, and it's so here's good news, bad news. Landon, here with us right now. Bearded Man Coffee.
Yeah.
Delicious coffee. I can tell you that. New Year, right? It's only a couple days, but quit smoking.
You're doing the dried
Listen,
January,
no, I'm not doing dried January.
No?
Just quit
I am,
smoking.
actually. I'm doing that. He's doing...
You just have a drink in his hand.
I
This
did
is
not.
true
You
stuff,
saw me, man.
At 30, I quit smoking, so I know what it takes. 30 to 42, quit smoking.
Okay.
That's it. Coming up now, so this past show, I said, hey, man, New Year's, that's it. I'm putting it down. But coffee and cigarettes were a big part of my morning. Big part of my morning, man.
Still, I mean, there's
no,
decaf.
but now, so I was doing cream. I wasn't drinking coffee for the right reasons. I wasn't drinking it for the right reasons. Just now, I got back to drinking coffee for the right reason. The taste, I can taste again a little bit. I'm on edge, man. I am
Did you go
totally
somewhere?
on edge. No, man, I should be locked up right now. Right this minute, I should be locked up.
We've been saying
I'm
that
not.
for years. Why do you finally
But
admit
no,
it now?
it's good. It's, like right now, I'm feeling good about this because the decision I made bringing coffee back to the deliciousness that it. But I need help with something.
Okay.
Prices in coffee. I'm searching for I just want the beans, and I want to grind them myself, and I want it around just the whole package, $10. Yeah.
He goes there as we were talking about the $100 a pound stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need to qualify anything that you said from what because I'm
No.
But it's wine and coffee. I have a hard time with.
I will tell you, there's a lot that I've learned, especially about wine,
Thank
in
you.
this whole process. But craft coffee, which is what we are, the way we roast it, small batch roasted.
Yep.
So it costs more because you're doing everything in smaller batches. So everything is handled differently. Everything is, we actually use spices, actual spices in our coffee. So everything is just done a little bit differently, so our costs are a little bit higher. We're not, $27 a pound.
Which is
kind of
fine.
thing.
And I will even pay more just knowing I'm supporting you
But I will
and your
tell-
family and a
that's
small
big thing.
business.
Yeah.
I will absolutely do that.
I will ensure that you get a quality cup of coffee every single time you drink. We cup our coffee regularly, so that means that we're tasting our coffee throughout the process all the time.
You want to do that.
I do. But I can guarantee you, every time you drink this particular coffee, which right now you're drinking our Moonshiner.
So good.
It's the bourbon infused. I can guarantee you it will taste the exact same today as it will tomorrow, as it will next
How
week.
do you guarantee that?
Because we cup it. We actually, everything
Well,
is
just
done-
because you cup it
Well,
doesn't mean it doesn't go off. I mean,
Well, tell people
cupping,
what a
oh,
cupping
this
is.
terrible. Now I got to.
So
you put it in a cup and you taste it.
Yeah.
Well, but
Come
it's
on,
not
man.
just like that. That's-
What's a cupping, Brian?
Yeah, but that's not just it. It's more than that because you're not just drinking coffee when
No,
you're cupping.
tasting it, swishing it around, spitting it out.
I'm not the coffee connoisseur that will go through this, all the palettes. I'm looking for one specific thing. Number one, the type of beans we use in our infusions, which is all of our coffee that is quote unquote flavored. We don't like to call it flavored because we infuse it with spices. Is that everything is done exactly to measurement with the exact same bean from the exact same
process.
Everything. It's like having a Big Mac at McDonald's.
Right,
you know what? It's never going to change.
So
the process.
sourcing of beans, and then I was reprimanded from two girls from another coffee company. Well, I don't know.
I remember the name. I just won't say.
And I was like, oh, so is this fair trade?
You guys are
coffee?
cheating on me. I mean, what?
No. Listen, fair trade.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am.
Exactly.
I'm cheating on you.
Is this fair trade? And apparently, I'm just thinking, well, there's good wages, and if somebody looks over, and now apparently there's a different term to use because that's gone too far.
The wage factor.
Yeah.
Every single roaster that is out
You got
there.
a whole corner over here under the speaker.
They
Because
moved
of
out
you,
of the
Landon.
camera. They were trying to
That's
get off
right.
the camera.
No, they wanna hear a
They
little
didn't know they were on there for the first half of the show. But
This is my wife is here. Then we met everybody else in the parking lot.
Met them all in the parking lot. Bring your wife up here. Throw a headset on her. I remember.
I'm going to
her.
get beat for this later. You realize?
Why? She seems good. Throw a headset on. Just join the conversation.
Oh, jeez.
We won't. Landon probably got the don't put me on the headset thing. And now
I'm sleeping on the couch.
But no, you're not. No.
She is. She said he is.
After this interview, you might get a treat.
Oh.
Yeah.
More coffee, maybe?
More coffee or coffee in the morning.
But so what country do you source from?
We source from all over Central and South America mostly. We're actually getting ready to do some stuff with Hawaii with Kona coffee. But Costa Rican, Brazilian, Guatemalan, Papua New Guinea, Mexican, so Central and South America, mainly because it's easier to get those beans here. The coffee that we were just talking about, our Jamaican Blue Mountain, which is on sale right now on our website, is it's a Jamaican Blue Mountain, 100% Jamaican Blue Mountain from Flamstead One Estate. The reason that's important, so what they actually do is they literally go pull every bean that you are drinking has been hand-picked, hand-done.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, but how are they doing it? I mean, when you're down in South America, do they have machinery?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're getting plantations. These are actually in the hills. I mean, they're having to climb these mountains and cultivate this cherry off of a tree.
Yeah, and speaking of that, when we go on road trip, we look at the cherry farming. They're doing it the exact same way, cherry.
Yeah, by hand.
Cherry at a time, cherry, just to keep.
Well, but what's interesting though is if you look at the price is similar now. You're getting green beans, right?
That's correct. Yep, green beans from whatever country we get them from, and they come to our roast facility. And
I just see you guys out traveling on an expedition somewhere. Is this true? Is this just a fantasy in my own mind?
No,
it's a goal for sure.
It is a goal, absolutely.
Is he romanticizing it though? Do you go out to your farms and actually get to see what they're doing? And
so there are 5 of us owners. So there's 2 large owners, myself and Jay. Jay is actually getting ready to head to Belize on Monday.
Okay.
He's been down to Costa Rica and Central and South America. It's not my forte. I'm more of the guy that handles the sales and getting it to, the distribution.
Then meeting with the farmer.
Exactly.
I love that.
Well, you are the bearded man.
I am the bearded man.
Yes. I will. The company.
That's my face on the entire.
What's your name?
I'm Laura.
Hey, Laura. Good to see you.
How many pounds a year are you cranking out? Sorry, I'm more on the technical. I know. Come on. Sorry.
You hang on, Brian Freeman. I'm doing something.
I've got so many
questions. It's the coffee that's got them all hyped, right?
I love it. I love it. What do you mean?
And the no booth. You like coffee?
I do, and I wasn't actually that much of a coffee drinker before this.
I was wondering that. So you kind of, by osmosis.
Yeah.
But good coffee, can you now distinguish good coffee?
Yeah. A little practice, and I can really taste the difference. And
you get
a little snobby after a while. I can drink other coffee, but
were you a Folgers Crystals girl?
Not quite that far. It was whatever was in the office.
You remember? Do people still do the Folgers Crystals?
Oh yeah.
Apparently they do. There's a lot of.
But Folgers is actually, and don't quote me on this specifically, but they're actually buying out smaller roasters that are doing more craft coffee.
They do actually.
It's kind of like the craft beer industry, exactly. I would imagine, right?
Exactly.
They want to believe that. Brian, what was your pressing question that you just?
No, that just a poundage. I was just curious about the weights that he's doing it on an annual basis of roasting.
Thousands of pounds.
Describe the facility to us.
It's actually nothing to write home about. I mean, it's so we roast at an old farm out in Sedalia, a big barn that we've got FDA approved, and our roaster is in there. We have all of our machinery that does the grinding. If you want ground coffee, whole bean, all of our mixers that mix the beans with our spices. And
you office from there too?
No.
Okay.
So. We actually office out of Highlands Ranch, and the reason for that is because, truly, it's just shipping. Shipping from Sedalia to Highlands Ranch is expensive. I can ship from Highlands Ranch all over the country, and it's nothing. So
sure.
I want to save that cost.
Yeah, you guys are doing great, but some of the points, the 2019 was a year of growth for you guys. What are some of the things that have happened to you guys?
Let me tell you a couple of the big things that have happened. So, like I said, there's 5 of us owners. We have set forth the projection to really become a key player in two areas, really. Besides just coffee, we give 5% back to the National Forest Foundation. We're part of their tree planting initiative, which is basically 50 million trees by 2023. So for every $1 that is spent on Bearded Man coffee, for basically every bag that's purchased, we send that 5% to
Arbor? Gosh.
Yeah, it goes up to the National Forest Foundation.
How do you do that as a small business? Awesome. Margins are so small. I mean, you're probably trying to get $1 in your own pocket, right?
It's important to get started.
If you go out to Sedalia, which is where we're at, Sedalia is south of Denver here. We live up in Pine National Forest area, the Black Forest. I mean, I live in it, and these forests are being demolished all over the world, especially in this country. So we're going to do our part. And one of our owners is a firefighter up in Vail, and so we've been supporting the fire, especially woodland firefighters that go out and fight these forest fires.
And Colorado, I mean, just summertime, half the state's usually on fire, which is terrible. We love you guys. We want you to participate more. I might even hit you. I think you'd be a good sponsor, and it's not much.
Oh, yeah.
That 5%. I mean, I don't
Real
know.
quick, though, Greg, where can you get it?
Well, where can you get it? I probably would have gotten there.
There's a lot of caffeine going on.
There is, and I love it, man. It's good stuff. Jake put the caffeine down for a minute.
So we're mostly online. We're an e-commerce business. We're a coffee roaster. We're not a coffee shop. However, we do have several restaurants that buy our coffee. Nono's Cafe down in Littleton. Pegasus down in Castle Rock. Mountain Man Nut and Fruit buys our coffee. There's a Farm Girl Foods down in Castle Rock. Maker's Market over at Southwest Plaza. They have our coffee, but we're growing and growing. We're hoping to see ourselves, at the whole food type level here in the next year or two. We have some really big, cool stuff coming out in 2020. So,
give us a peek. Anything? Huh?
I can tell you, so CBD is definitely going to be in our coffee, but how we get it into your mouth is going to be the difference between us and other roasters.
Oh, look at Brian.
Easy there, sweetheart.
Sun don't shine some places. I don't know. Coffee. Interesting way. Hey, listen, Landon, I appreciate you're going to come back in either in a week or two, and you're going to bring some special coffee.
I will bring you some of the Jamaican Blue Mountain.
Definitely on fire.
Yeah.
For sure. Jamaican Blue Mountain.
I'll be here. I want to try it.
The website?
www.beardedmancoffee.com.
Sweet.
Beardedmancoffee.com.
How about a little beer next after coffee? Usually that's in reverse, right? But we can do that. Booze and News is up next. And Novel Strand Brewing Company. You know where Baker is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
The district. All right. There's a brewing company right there in Tamir. Dannon's going to be up next right here. Thank you again.
Absolutely.
You guys see? You're not mad at him. Tell him you're not mad at him on the air.
It was sort of fun.
All right. We'll be back in a flash on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.